Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are having a haul video. It is not nail polish related. If you've ever watched my channel before, then you may or may not know I love scented, smelly things so much. One of my favorite things to buy are the Bath & Body Works candles, but I only like to buy them on sale. So I am going to share Bath & Body Works candle haul with you, but I have a funny now story to share with you. Wasn't really very funny then. So last week on Saturday I went and spent the day with Rachel. We hung out, we talked, we caught up, we went to the movies. I'm talking about Rachel Corinne is it Polished? Oh no, that's her Instagram. It's Rachel Corinne here on YouTube. We are friends on social media, but we are also friends in real life. She only lives a few hours away from me. So I went to go pick up my amazing new desk, and we hung out, went to the movies, and spent the day. Well, when I got home, my day changed immediately. My house has a giant field behind it, so we always get lots of critters around. My yard is fully fenced, so it's not usually too big of a deal. When I was driving down the road into my neighborhood, I smelt a little bit of skunk, and I was like, oh man, I hope my dog didn't get sprayed. Because when we were going for a walk before I went to work the other morning, a skunk ran out from somewhere near my husband's truck and ran across the front of my yard. So definitely with the time of year in the field behind my house, the skunks are very active. They are in this area. So I was like, oh man, I hope it wasn't my dog, because he was home by himself. So I get home, pull in the garage, and I don't smell anything, so I'm like, maybe we're okay. Open the back door, and my house reeks so bad. I have a doggy door. So there was, this is a little bit gross, so maybe you don't want to listen to this if you have a sensitive tummy. But there was some dog vomit on the floor right inside my back door, and it smelled so bad, but it didn't really smell like skunk to me. And I've read online that skunk spray can smell like chemicals or onions or really strong garlic until it gets wet. So I don't know if, but then I had a friend of mine say no, it smells like skunk right away. So I don't know if it was just the way I was interpreting the smell, or if that's really how it was, but my house stunk so bad, like super strong onions, especially where my dog had vomited. So I cleaned it up, and my dog didn't really smell. That's the weird part. But my house was smelly, and when I opened a couple windows on the side of my house, the smell got worse. So I think the spray might have happened over there. So I read up on it more, and everybody always first thing thinks tomato juice when your dog gets sprayed, but I read up on it and found that on this vet's website that a hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and dish soap mix is the most effective to get rid of the skunk spray. So I had planned on doing that, but I couldn't really figure out, my dog didn't really smell, right? So I had some commercial grade deodorizer, and I tried that, and the windows were open, and luckily all the other doors upstairs had been closed, so it was just my kitchen and my living room that the dog had been in. So he was quarantined and thought his people didn't love him anymore. And it was horrible. It was so bad. And my house stunk so bad. My son, who was supposed to help me unload my new desk, pretty much spent 5 minutes to help me get it out of the car, and that was like, bye. So he did not stay to help me put it together. So I started to worry that it was a skunk, even though it didn't smell like skunk to me, and I decided I better give my dog a bath instead of waiting to take him to PetSmart, because I didn't want it to get even worse, and I didn't want him to get it on more of my house. But also one of the other things that I had found was that it said if it was skunk spray, then water makes it so much worse. And I will vouch for that. So I had washed his whole body with that mixture that I was telling you about. Even though I didn't think that he smelled, I wanted to just make sure that no extra smell was getting in my house. And it really wasn't that bad. And then I had to wash his poor face, and the smell was so strong that I got sick in my bathtub. So I will definitely say that water makes it worse. I only had to use that scrub on him twice, and he smells quite a bit better. I also was very lucky. One of my husband's friends told him about an ozone machine, which I hadn't heard anything about before. So the ozone machine changes O2 to O3 and basically kills all the smell in the air. You can rent them. You can buy them on Amazon. So I bought one that does 1,000 square feet off of Amazon, because if you shut off my house, then we could do it in sections. But of course, I didn't want to wait for that to get to me, so I also rented a commercial ozone machine, which we ran for 7 hours one day. Also, you can't have anything living in the area, so no pets, no people, no plants. So we ran that for 7 hours one day, which really helped. It kind of leaves a wet penny smell in the air, but it goes away. And then we ran it for 7 hours again the next day, and it really did get most of the, I would say pretty much all of the skunk smell out of the house. We still catch whiffs of it, but my dog still smells a little bit like skunk. You know what I mean? And if we do catch a whiff of it, we just run the other ozone machine that I bought. But now that story is a little bit funny. Last weekend, it was a horrible, horrible weekend where I did not want to leave my house because I did not want to get skunk smell in my brand new car. And I didn't want to be the stinky kid at the store. And I didn't ever say, I'm sorry, it's rainy here and I was cold, so we're having a hoodie. But anyway, I figured that was a good segue into the candles, because I was burning candles like crazy because my house was stinky. This is my favorite candle time of year. I love fall smells. And the funny thing is that I always say I'm gonna just burn my fall smells now and buy more in the spring. I don't actually really like a lot of the spring smells, so I just end up buying a lot of the fall ones. Usually I'll do it on their, what is it, $8.99 or $9 candle day. This time they had a buy two get two free, and as long as they're half off, then I feel like that's an acceptable price. I think they're great candles, but I just can't bring myself to pay $24 for a candle. First, let's talk about shipping, actually. I like to order them online because I don't like to deal with people at the mall, and especially if I'm bulk shopping, I don't want to have to carry these. They're heavy. So if you don't know what they look like, this is what they look like. They are a pretty big candle. They're a 3-wick candle. This one's been lit, sorry. I have only ever had 2 broken in all the times I've ever received them. One was only cracked and one this time was shattered. But I ordered 20 candles, I think. So there are a couple different ways they ship them. They ship them in individual cardboards like this. I have gotten them in containers that had 6 together like this, and they worked fine. I think the 6 together one is the one that had it cracked. But those are pretty good. This is how the one that was shattered this time was broken though. But I think that the box was dropped or something, because the whole bottom had ripped out and it was down in the bottom of the package. So this is one way that they ship them. The other way that they ship them are in these cardboard boxes where you can flip the sides in. So, in or out. So when you put the candle in here, those hold it in the bottom, and then they have these flipped that hold it in the top, so it stays in the cardboard. And none of the ones I've had shipped like this have been broken yet, and like I said, I've ordered them several times. Also, I need to say, if you get a broken or shattered candle, Bath & Body Works is so great about you taking them in. All you have to do is take it in. I usually take my packing order slip from my shipment in and just tell them, hey, it was broken. They'll tell you just switch it, grab whatever you want off the shelf. It doesn't even have to be the same scent. So the one that was shattered this time I was going to take back in, but where it was the only one out of like 20 and I don't love people, I honestly had this candle that had already burnt clear down to the bottom. So I just brushed all the glass off the outside. Look, I even burnt that side right there. I just brushed all the glass off the outsides of it and stuck it in here. And where I had it sitting on my counter waiting to go back, it had like stuck to the bottom, so one of the wicks pulled out, so it's not burning evenly. But a trick for that, in case you don't know, is putting aluminum foil around it when it's lit, and then this side will melt down too and it will all burn. I just need to do that. I was waiting for it to get a little bit lower. So I guess that's an option. But for real, this candle was absolutely shattered. The only glass left on it was on the bottom, and I pried that off. So let's talk about what we got. Sweater Weather is one of my fall favorites. If you've never smelt this one, it is fresh sage, juniper berry, aromatic eucalyptus, fresh woods, and essential oils. I like the mix of the berry and the woodsy smell of this one. White pumpkin is new to me. Actually, a friend of mine told me they bought this last year, I think, and went back in to rebuy it, and they told her that it was a favorite and it sold out so quickly. So I bought a couple of these with never smelling them before, just reading what was in it because it sounded like one I would like, and it is. This is a good one. It's white pumpkin, autumn spice blend, ground cinnamon, and essential oils. And it is just a good, not a ton of pumpkin smell. If you like cinnamon and spice blends, this is a good one. I bought pumpkin cupcake, which is exactly what it smells like to me. It says it's whipped buttercream, Madagascar vanilla, pumpkin spice, and freshly baked cupcake. I bought several of the sweet cinnamon pumpkin ones. These are warm cinnamon, fresh ground clove, vanilla cream, and brown sugar. And this smells like a pumpkin pie to me. This was my first year trying the pumpkin apple one, and I really like this. I do smell the pumpkin and the cinnamon of it, but it also smells a little bit like applesauce. It sounds horrible, but it's a good smell, to me at least. It says red delicious apple, fall pumpkin, fresh ground cinnamon, and clove buds with essential oils. That's the pumpkin apple. I bought the caramel apple, which this one I don't buy very often. I actually do not like most of Bath & Body Works caramel smells. I love caramel. I love the way it smells in real life. I love eating it. I love caramel. But I do not love maple. And a lot of their caramel candles smell like maple to me. So they're not wins. This one, I definitely get the apple, and the caramel actually smells like caramel to me. This one says Granny Smith apple slices, warm golden caramel, cinnamon vanilla cream, and essential oils. Then I have Fresh Balsam, which of course is one of their signature scents that so many people love. My husband loves the smell of Christmas trees, so I always have 2, 3, 4 of these around the holidays so that we can burn them. This one says it smells like woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, fir needles, and cedar wood. If you've watched any of these other Bath & Body Works videos that I've done, then you will know Marshmallow Fireside is my favorite Bath & Body Works candle. And I have recently burned my last one, so I have at least 4 in here, and when they actually do the candle day, which I can't remember even what month they do it, I will be buying more of these because they're my favorite and I burn them all year. It smells like toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber. So I have like 4 of these. I'm pulling these out of the box. Part of these were not from the buy 2 get 2. Part of these were from the pumpkin sale. So they had these on sale for, I think $10, but they only had select ones and they were all pumpkin smells. So some of these were from that and some of these were from the buy 2 get 2. This marshmallow pumpkin latte I think was from the $10 pumpkin theme ones. And this one says it's pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, praline musk, and essential oils. And I love coffee smells. And this one smells a little bit coffee-ish with a lot of sweet, and the marshmallow and the pumpkin you can smell in here. I really like this one. Of course, scents are very personal. Another Fresh Balsam. I have several of these. This is the Relax Lavender Cedarwood smell. I love lavender with sandalwood or cedarwood. I love them both. This says it inspires tranquility and helps calm your mind, but lavender is just such a, it really is a relaxing smell for me. I just love it. Some people don't. Some people like instantly have migraines with lavender, but this is a favorite for me. This is also my favorite bubble bath scent from them. Another one. 2 more of the Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Another White Pumpkin. I got this Perfect Pumpkin one, which is already burnt halfway down because candles are always going a lot in my house, but especially right now they have been quite a bit. This is Sweet cinnamon pumpkin. Is that the same? Oh, nope, because this is their, sorry, the light's in the way, you're not going to see that. Okay, this is their black cat one. I think it's a Halloween one. It says perfect pumpkin, black cat's clove, ghostly vanilla, batty brown sugar, and essential oils. So really it's probably the same exact things, they just have changed it to black cat's clove, ghostly vanilla, and batty brown sugar. But I love it anyway. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They just changed the name. This is another sweet cinnamon pumpkin. And another new to me smell, because I love like the mahogany teak wood, and I love the cedar wood, and I love the woodsy smells that they do. I tried another one that I had never smelt before. This is vanilla birch, and it's also been burning. This one says it's white birch, Madagascar vanilla, warm sandalwood, and essential oils. It might be that sandalwood might be the reason why I love this, but this one is a very subtle, yummy smell to me. It's not like and I want to eat it, but I love the woodsy smell of it. But it's kind of a delicate smell too. Hard to explain. I'm not good at smells at all. Anyway, my candle supply has been restocked, and I thought how funny it was that I had a skunky story to tell you with it. I am always looking for some new candles to try, so if you have a favorite candle that I didn't mention or you've never heard me mention before, let me know what your favorite candle is down below, because I'm always up for more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!